everyone, and welcome to Sabo Channel 2. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental topics in biology, the cell. Whether you're just starting to learn about biology or you're looking to brush up on your knowledge, understanding the cell is the key to understand life itself. So grab your notebook and let's explore the amazing world of cells together. In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own is cell, and that makes up all the living organisms and tissues of the body. Each cell consists of cytoplasm endorsed by a membrane. Many cells contain organelles, each with a specific function. Cells are broadly categorized into two types: eukaryotic cells, which possess a nucleus, and prokaryotic cells, which lack a nucleus but have a nucleate region. Prokaryotic cells are single-celled organisms, whereas eukaryotic cells can be either single-celled or multicellular. Characteristic of a prokaryotic cell: mitochondria, Golgi bodies, chloroplasts, and lysosomes are absent. Genetic material is located on a chromosome histone proteins. Important components of eukaryotic chromosomes are absent. Cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan. Dural flagella are filamentous organelles that drive cell locomotion. The three basic parts of a eukaryotic cell are the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. Cell membrane, also called plasma membrane. This semi-permeable layer separates the cell from its environment. It's made of a phospholipid bilayer with embedded proteins. Cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance that fills the cell and contains all the organelles except for the nucleus. The cytoplasm is made of cytosol and organelles. Nucleus, the command center of the cell where the cell's DNA is stored. The nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane which has pores that regulate the movement of molecules in and out of the nucleus. What is the difference between animal and plant cell? Although both animal and plant cells types have similarities, they also have significant differences that set them apart. Animal cells have centromers and lysosome, whereas plant cells don't. Plant cells have a cell wall, chloroplast, plastid, and a large central vacuole, whereas animal cells don't. Cellular organelles. Cellular organelles are specialized structures within a cell that perform specific functions similar to organs in the body. Plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is composed primarily of phospholipids and specific embedded proteins. The plasma membrane is the boundary between the interior and exterior of a cell. The cell membrane regulates the transport of materials entering and exiting the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of tubes and sacs that originates and extends from nuclear membrane. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosome on its surface. These are organelles that synthesize proteins. Ribosome gives the PR a rough appearance. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum has a smooth outer surface because it lacks ribosomes. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the production of lipids, phospholipids, and steroids. Mitochondria. Mitochondria has two membranes, inner and outer. The inner membrane has produced folds called cristia. The mitochondrial matrix contains circular DNA, ribosomes, soluble enzyme. Mitochondria are the site of aerobic cellular respiration. In aerobic respiration, glucose is broken down in cells to produce energy, carbon dioxide, and water. The energy produced in aerobic respiration produces ATP. Golgi. It's an intracellular organelle made up of several stacked sacs called cisternia. The Golgi has a key functions in the trafficking, processing, and storing membrane and secondary proteins. Ribosomes. A ribosome is an intercellular structure made of RNA and proteins that is site of protein synthesis in a cell. The ribosome reads the mRNA sequence and translates that genetic code into a specific string of polypeptides or proteins. The process that forms peptides bond between amino acids based on the codes on the mRNA is called translation. Chloroplast. A chloroplast is a type of plastid, a sac-like organelle with a double membrane that serves as the site of photosynthesis, the process by which energy from the sun is converted into chemical energy for growth. Chloroplasts contain the pigment chlorophyll to absorb light energy. Central vacuole. The central vacuole is a cell organelle found in the plant cells. It's often the largest organelle in the cell. The central vacuole is surrounded by a membrane called the tonoplast and is responsible for storing material, water, and waste. Cell wall. Plant cell walls are composed of layers of cellulose, pectin, lignin, and soluble proteins. The middle lamella act as a semi-layer between the primary walls of adjacent cells. The secondary cell wall is a structure found in many plant cells, located between the primary cell wall and the plasma membrane. The cells start producing the secondary cell wall after the primary cell wall is complete and the cell has stopped expanding. Centrioles. Centrioles are made of 9 triplet microtubes that form a microtube scaffold. Centrioles are paired, barrel-shaped organelles located in the cytoplasm of animal cells near the nuclear envelope. Centrioles are involved in organizing the microtubes that act as a skeletal system of the cell. They help determine the location of nucleus and other organelles within the cell. Centrioles are important in the formation of cilia and flagella in the most eukaryotes. Nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a double membrane that has pores that allow molecules to pass in and out. The nucleus is responsible for DNA replication, transcription, RNA processing, and the regulation of gene expression. Cell division. Cell division is a process by which a cell, called a parent cell, divides to form 2 new cells called daughter cells. How this division occurs depends on whether the cell is perikaryotic or eukaryotic. Cell division is simpler in perikaryotics than the eukaryotics because perikaryotic cells themselves are simpler. Stages of mitosis in plant and animal cells. Prophase, porometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Prophase. The main events of prophase are chromosome condensation, centromosal movement, spindle formation, and nuclear membrane breakdown. Metaphase. During metaphase, chromosomes condense and move together, aligning in a line in the center of the cell. Spindle fibers attach to the centromere of each pair of sister chromatids. Anaphase. During anaphase, sister chromatids separate and move toward opposite poles of the cell. Telophase. Telophase is the last stage of mitosis, and it begins when the chromosomes are pulled to opposite poles of the cell. Cytokinesis. Cytokinesis in animal cells is different from that in the plant cell. Cytokinesis occurs in animal cells with formation of a groove and in a plant cells with formation of a cell plate. And that's all for today. I hope this video gave you a clearer understanding of how cells work and how they divide and all the fascinating structures inside them. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more fun science content. Don't forget to leave any questions or thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.